I'm offering you an opportunity. The opportunity to become your own boss, the opportunity to become your own owner, the opportunity to retire your parents.
For over 2 decades, Credico has changed the way direct sales and marketing companies acquire and interact with new customers. From the initial customer pitch to the point of sale to installation and activation of service, we are rapidly growing our business and continually looking for talented, driven individuals to join one of our corporate offices across the globe.
It sounds really good, right?
Let's take one big shot. Just take a shot. So listen. If you can't pitch, you gotta count to 30 and then spit it out. Yeah, I thought his mom was like, open up. 2, 1.
A friend of mine was on Craigslist and he saw an opportunity for a marketing job and it was promising $60,000 a year.
I saw this job ad. It said we do events marketing and I thought that sounded really cool.
I was in between jobs, living on savings, and I really needed the money.
I sent in my resume and then I got a call the same day.
They tell me, how would you feel about running your own company? And I said, I would love to.
It really clicked with me, the pitch that they used to drag me in.
I really thought that they were actually going to be training me to run a company, and instead they have me on the streets pitching free cell phones.
I need you to walk me through the process first before I do it. It's my first time.
This is a free phone. Whoever receives Medicaid or food stamps will qualify for the free phone.
And then you get a monthly bill, or?
No, they put the minutes every month.
But how do you pay?
You don't pay. This is free.
Really?
Multi-billion-dollar companies like Verizon, at&t, Sprint, and Comcast hire Credico to sell their products. Credico outsources these sales to smaller companies, who in turn outsource to even smaller ones, all the way down to the salespeople who approach you on the street. The most successful salespeople are encouraged to move up the ladder and recruit their own street teams and open their own small companies. From the outset, Credico supplies guidelines and structure for how these companies recruit new salespeople and how to sell these products while also getting a cut of every sale.
I started in July 2013 as account executive. I got promoted by March 2014 to assistant manager. By end of August of 2014, I was officially a manager. That's when you start interviewing and training, and you start building your own team. Then you open up your own office, and you do the same thing that your manager does.
The purpose of the management training program is to become a business owner. In order to become a business owner, you need to recruit people and have those people recruit even more people.
The target audience is young people who are ambitious and who are impressionable, people who are desperate, and minorities. Basically anyone who would be willing to listen and to live on hope.
I worked more than 60 hours. I came in even on Saturday to sell for them. These were all the sales that I had made in an entire week. And I was paid $140.
This is my first paycheck. It was for $40, and this is after a 72-hour work week. That comes out to 50 cents an hour. Everything is for show, just to show you that they have a standard.
These workers were working 72 hours a week and being paid an average of $300, and that's a violation of minimum wage and overtime laws. If you classify a worker as an independent contractor, then technically you're not bound by the minimum wage and overtime laws because those only apply to employees. So even though they're told, you know, this is this great opportunity for most people, it doesn't end up that way.
Credico systematically misclassifies their people as independent contractors. They tell you you're in the business for yourself in order to avoid paying minimum wage, overtime, benefits, vacation time, days off, you name it.
Credico tells people, we have this great business opportunity for you. You can start your own company in our network and provide services to these clients. But keep in mind that they are going to tell you, this is how we market this product. You will go to these neighborhoods, you will talk to these types of people during these hours and using this pitch. It's not as if you really have carte blanche that you're a true independent business owner doing whatever you want.
When I attempted to go where I wanted, when I wanted, they would constantly barrage me with threats of termination. Several of the leaders in the office would gang up on me and say, you have to be following the system, Phil, you have to be following the system. And I told them, I'm an independent contractor. And they said, so what? You need to follow the management training program in order to reach the levels of success that we promise you.
Phil and I try to improve our conditions. We try to set up scheduling systems with different organizations so we don't have to go to these very remote, dangerous places that the offices send us to market these free cell phones. The office started to shut us down. We started getting yelled at, saying that we have no work ethic. That's when we realized that we're not independent contractors.
We used to have this trick. Before we'd walk into the office every day, we'd stand outside and we'd say, we're not walking in unless we're going to dominate today. I will not walk in that door unless I'm 100%. I will not walk in that door unless I'm prepared to dominate atmosphere and dominate the field and dominate attitude and dominate every freaking person in that office.
Working inside of the company was like working inside of a frat house.
Every morning, me and the other people in the office would show up, and you go straight into the atmosphere room. The atmosphere room is the cult. You walk in, all of the people in the atmosphere room, 60 people sometimes, will pack into that office and start their morning rituals of chanting, yelling, screaming at each other.
There was loud, pumping, EDM music.
And usually the window's closed so that there's heat in the room.
It was just an altogether very aggressive place to be.
It was one of those things where if you work very hard and you stay enthusiastic and you follow the steps and you do the chant in the morning, I mean, I was hook, line, and sinker. Every morning, tell me how you're feeling. And we'd go, Fantastic, terrific, great, oh yeah, strong juice, baby sucker, I feel wonderful, right on, right on, right on, juice, 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 juice.
They're using the kinds of techniques that we see in fraternities and sororities. They're using chanting and songs. They're using a mind game where they want to make everybody feel like they're part of a group, but in order to be part of this group, you have to prove that you're worthy. And you'll do whatever it takes in order to join that group. And the group atmosphere engages them in such a way that they feel they do not have a choice.
In this company, everything's chalked up to you either being weak or strong. There's no right or wrong.
You guys ready? Hi, Roland.
Hi, Roland.
You guys suck at that. Let's try it again. Hi, Roland. Hi, Roland. Okay.
At Credico, most of the managers that I saw were male. More than sexism, sexual harassment was more common, and it wasn't something that was taken seriously, it was taken as a joke. There's no real HR in each office, so you can't really complain. Most girls, they would just quit. That's what they would do.
The hierarchy is very important. In other words, I'm the boss and you're the employee. I have a lot of power, you don't have any power. And if you listen to me, you'll be able to come up that ladder and eventually you can be the boss and you can have power and you can make lots of money. But what actually happens in this kind of pyramid scheme is that the managers do take advantage of you, do stab you in the back, do humiliate you, do abuse you. They do not see a way out.
On Fridays, there would be an event called Face Off Friday.
You would just challenge each other who can do the most sales.
I could have challenged just about anybody and had them do an embarrassing, humiliating thing.
It could be something as minor as having a pie hit your face, to something as humiliating as getting a lap dance or giving someone a lap dance. There are some guys in there who are married who are forced into this every Friday.
Man, you got some ashy-ass elbows, man. What? I eat babies for fun.
These were the humiliating things that people were forced to do just because they didn't hit a specific number of sales.
He's officially getting his eyebrows threaded. It's gonna hurt. Just don't be a pussy. Don't be a pussy. Don't be a pussy. Don't be a pussy. It's fine. You got it.
Face Off Fridays is about my punishment. I deserve it. I deserve it. I didn't sell as many as you told me to sell. Even if it's impossible to sell that many, they feel as if they did commit something bad and that they deserve the punishment, and then whatever happens, they're stuck doing it. And the nature of the punishment is humiliation, is sexualized, is something that will remain with them psychologically.
I was challenged one Friday on one of these Face Off Friday incidents that I have to rub a woman's foot and I have to sing a Chinese song in a raspy voice.
I
don't like to be a public spectacle. I was numb.
They are making them do something against their will. In some ways, it's like torture. Those kinds of humiliation never go away. They stay with you for life.
My personal belief is that they did this as a means of controlling people.
Looking back, I feel really bad. I feel like the same thing that happened to me, I was doing to someone else. They taught you how to lie and how to lure people in, and just how they sold you that dream, they teach you how to sell that false dream to someone else.
you have no true individuality. That is stripped and taken away from you because they want you to fit in with the herd. They want you to fit in with the collective. That to me is the most damaging aspect about working there.
I was excited at the opportunity at first. I was really thankful, to tell you the truth. I really felt like I was doing something greater than myself, and then you have this moment of regret.
To me, it was just, because I was doing it for so long, it was just normal to me. Hiring people for jobs, and to me it was like, you know, they don't have to do it. If they choose to do it, they're just gonna make money. So there's no harm happening or no one's getting hurt.
It's very hard for the audience to understand why people don't just say, hey, I'm not going to do this anymore, or walk away. And they're also afraid that they will be humiliated if they tell that to their parent or to their child or to somebody else. Look what I've done in order to make money, because it is so embarrassing.
They feel that they were tricked by these companies and they never should have fell for it, but they did. I think those are all contributing factors to making it not just a poorly paying job, but just a truly terrible experience for so many people.